To this day, I'm still walking around with the same pain on me. It's a fate that's worse than death. Trust me. It's the only way to get to the top.
What's the deal, YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I'll go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Power Book 2 Go Season 4, and I'm going to be breaking down another promo teaser that was released online and let y'all know how I feel about it overall. With this new teaser floating online, I feel like it's only right I talk about it and give y'all my thoughts and my opinion about it, so today I'm going to be talking about that and let y'all know how I feel about it. As usual, if you're coming across my channel for the first time and you like the content that I upload and create, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. And leave your comments and theories down below in the comment box, and y'all let me know y'all predictions for this second half of Season 4. Now, in the first teaser that was released, we heard Tariq saying his monologue about how revenge isn't always about blood and that fate is worse than death. But in this new teaser that was released, Tariq is saying a different monologue, and Tariq is saying that revenge isn't always about blood, and to this day, he's still walking around with the same pain inside of him, and that fate is worse than death. Trust me, that's the only way they could get to the top. And like I mentioned in the other promo teaser breakdown that I did a couple of days ago, I believe that this person that Tariq is talking to is Brayden. I definitely believe that this is Brayden, because I mentioned in that video about the conversation that Tariq and Brayden was having in episode 5 about Tariq wanting to get revenge against Noma and whether or not if it was a good idea to do that. And with them now revealing the full monologue that Tariq is saying, I definitely believe that this is Brayden that he's talking to. But whoever he's talking to, I believe his sister Raina is going to be mentioned in this conversation as well. And the reason why I say that is because Tariq mentioned in his monologue that he's still walking around with the same pain inside of him. And the only pain that I could think of that Tariq is carrying is the death of his sister Raina. Because we all know Tariq feels guilty about his sister's death. He feels like he's the reason why his sister is dead in the first place. So with him mentioning that he's still walking around with the same pain inside of him, I believe he's talking to Brayden about this. And it really could be anybody that Tariq is talking to. It could be Brayden, it could be Diana, it could be Effie. You never know. You just never know who this could be, to be honest. And speaking of Effie, we see Effie in this next scene right here being held at gunpoint by who I believe to be an officer in Don Carter's task force. And from what it's looking like Effie is crying in this scene right here. Effie definitely got teary eyes in this scene right here, and based off her reaction alone, you could tell that Effie is shook. You could tell that Effie is scared, and most likely scared that she's going to die in this scene right here, but I don't think Effie is going to die, to be honest. Like I've been saying throughout the first half of Season 4, I don't see Effie dying, to be honest. If Tariq didn't take her out in the first half of Season 4, I'm pretty sure he's not going to take her out in the second half of Season 4. So I don't think she's going to die, but I do believe she possibly might get arrested in this scene right here, because this is definitely somebody from Don Carter's task force that's pointing his gun at Effie. This is literally the same scene that we saw in the Part 2 teaser that was released in July after the mid-season finale. If you look up in the far right corner, you can see Effie is wearing the same black and white jacket that we see her wearing in this next scene right here, where we see her being held at gunpoint by who I believe to be somebody in Don Carter's task force, which is most likely going to be taking place at the restaurant that the Russians be kicking it at. So my theory is, I believe Effie is going to be meeting up with the Russians at their restaurant, because remember, in episode 2, when Effie was able to convince the Russians to do business with Noma, the Russian leader told Effie moving forward he only wants to deal with her. So I'm pretty sure Effie is here at the Russians restaurant trying to do a business deal with them. And while Effie and the Russians is in the middle of doing this business deal with each other, that's when I believe that Don Carter and his task force, as well as Kamal Tate, is going to raid the Russians restaurant and try to arrest them. And Effie is going to get caught up at this restaurant because she's there at the restaurant trying to do a business deal with them. So it's really looking like Effie is just at the wrong place at the wrong time, to be honest, but I don't think she's going to die in this scene right here, to be honest. Y'all can let me know down below in the comment box if you feel like Effie is going to die, but I don't see her dying in this scene right here, to be honest. Now, continuing on with Effie, we see Effie again in this next scene right here. We see her kicking it with Kane, and it's looking like Effie is venting to Kane about something. I don't know what she could be venting about, but based off of Effie's face reaction, I could tell that it's going to be something that's going to be bothering Effie in this scene right here. And look here, I wouldn't be surprised if she found out about Diana being pregnant by Tariq. Eventually, at some point before Season 4 is over with, Effie is going to find out about Diana being pregnant by Tariq. So this really could be anything that Effie is sad about, to be honest. You never know, but from what it's looking like Kane is going to be there to get Effie some words of encouragement. And I'm pretty sure he going to say fuck Tariq as usual. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tariq was the topic of this conversation, to be honest. I really feel like Effie is sad over Tariq, to be honest, bruh. But I can't wait to see this conversation take place between Effie and Kane, because I definitely believe Effie is going to vent to Kane about the stuff that's been bothering her lately. Now, moving on to Brayden. In this next scene right here, we see Brayden holding somebody at gunpoint, and I believe this person that Brayden is pointing his gun at is going to be the person that he's going to take out. And we then saw different angles of this scene right here where we saw Brayden pointing his gun at somebody. We saw a different angle of this scene in a part 2 teaser that was released back in July, and we saw another angle of this scene in a part 2 trailer that was released a couple of weeks ago. But from this angle, we actually see Brayden pull the trigger. And when I first saw this scene, I thought Brayden was going to be taking out Elle, to be honest. This looks real similar to Elle's dorm room, to be honest, but this is not Elle's dorm room. This crib belongs to the person that Brayden is pointing his gun at, and I just want to know what the hell he did to get Brayden this upset, because we normally don't see Brayden this upset. Like, don't get me wrong, we didn't saw Brayden on this type of time before, but Brayden is usually mellow, calm, relaxed, and kick back. Like, we normally don't see this from Brayden. So for Brayden to be pulling out a gun on this dude, he must have did something to piss him off. And the only thing that I could think of that could have Brayden this pissed off is if something happens to Elle or somebody in his family. That's the only reason why I could see Brayden being pissed off like this. But I can't wait to see this scene right here, because whichever episode this scene airs in, I believe Brayden is going to be on one in that episode. And if I could predict it, I think this might take place in episode 8. Y'all know episode 8 is usually the fire episodes in the season, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this scene take place in episode 8. Now, in this next scene right here, we see Noma waiting for somebody, most likely getting ready to meet up with somebody. And I think she's going to be meeting up with Kane, if you ask me, because from what I noticed in this scene right here, Noma is wearing the same exact outfit that we see her wearing in this next scene right here, where we see her standing next to Kane. And it's looking like Noma and Kane is at the same location that Noma was standing at in the previous scene that I showed y'all. So if I had to take a guess, I believe she's going to be meeting up with Kane. I believe Noma and Kane probably agreed to meet back up at this location for what it's looking like. You never know. I could be wrong, but we're just going to have to wait and see how this is going to take place when the second half of season 4 airs. But it don't really look like too much is going on in this scene right here, to be honest. But other than that, I ain't got too much else to say about this promo teaser. It really wasn't much going on in this promo teaser, to be honest. It was literally the same stuff that I broke down and recapped in the first promo teaser. They just added some new scenes in this teaser, as well as revealing Tariq's full monologue to us. So it really wasn't much going on in this teaser, to be honest. But I had to break it down for y'all and let y'all know how I feel about it. And if I do run across any new promo teasers as well as photos, I will be breaking them down for y'all. So stay on the lookout for that. If you like this video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. And leave your comments and theories down below in the comment section. I'm going to get at y'all later. Much love to everybody that supported me and rock with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. And God bless.